Welcome back. So, you've seen this screen many times. Final score 900. Not the last time, though. Hold on, let me just get my mouse set up. Alright, good. We're back. For the most epic boss fight in epic boss fight history. What is this even called? Ether Cannon. Man, I took a long break. I went to the bat room. I went to the bat room. Get myself suited up in bat armor. Unfortunately, no amount of armor will protect me in this case. Armor's useless here. Useless, I tell you. The only thing that's useful here is fast engines and big guns. Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of major gun here. I've got a blue cannon that fires in some kind of random zigzag pattern, which is great. I mean, it's just great, but it doesn't really help me here. Doesn't really, not a whole lot of useful going on in this game with this setup. Alright, so maybe an issue is that with me following this thing around, I'm not able to get off many shots on it, you know? I'm actually not hitting it that many times. I'm really not hitting it that many times. I'm just sort of dancing around it, prolonging the inevitable me death. Hitting it every once in a while, like there. I think I hit it like the massive amount of once. Maybe 2 times. Okay, that is a little better there. I made it, I put a little chink in its armor. Now, if it's got regenerative shielding like I do, then that's bad. Okay, if it's got if it has if it's got regenerative shielding like I do, then this is all pointless. Every bit of it. I can't believe I just thought of that. Yes. Okay, so regenerative shielding would be bad. And it would mean absolutely, definitively, that there's absolutely, definitively no way that I could possibly beat this boss. At all. At all. Because obviously, it's going to regenerate faster than I can hit it. It would be logistically impossible. It may actually be able to regenerate faster than I can fire. Okay? If that could be the case. My weapons are pretty weak in this. I didn't upgrade them much. They are really not that much stronger than what they start out as. I mean, I went way overboard with the shielding. I realize that now. But I'm going to do the rest of this episode. Okay? I'm going to assume that it doesn't have regenerative shielding like I do. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to look up whether it assuming I can't beat it. If I beat it, wow. Finally, I would say. But I would assume that it does have. Well, I'd look it up. If I can't beat it, I'm going to look up whether it has regenerative shielding. Okay? And if it does, then I'm going to acknowledge that there's no way I can beat it. Unless the regenerative shielding is really slow. I mean, it may be really slow. I'm going to look up just how many hits it takes at this level of power weaponry. Alright. I'm going to kill it. The death of 1,000 cuts. Alright. That kind of death. And I may literally have to cut it 1,000 times with my blue bolts of energy. Alright, that may literally be necessary. I don't know at this point. Alright, I know next to nothing about this boss, okay? I haven't beaten it before, as you may have noticed. Alright, I don't know anything about beating it, except I know how to not get hit. That's basically the only thing I know. I know how to stay out of its way, even with little tiny baby engines. And believe me, these engines are tiny and they're babies. These engines are baby-sized. These engines are sad. That's sad. These engines are sad. Okay? I mean, I know I said it before, but at this point, why do I play? Why do I continue to deny the truth? Because I've spent too much time trying to beat this boss to acknowledge that beating this boss is impossible. At this level, at my ship, with my ship, the ship that I have. Okay, that's the case here. I didn't want to subject you, or myself, but really just you. I didn't want to subject us all to having to go through the entire game again. Okay, I didn't want that to happen. Apparently, that has to happen. That's really unfortunate, but apparently there may just be no other way to win. That might be the case. It certainly appears to be the case. Oh, freaking well. Time for me to accept reality. If I can't be this time, I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. Can you not tell how hard I'm trying? Alright, this is my hardest. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get close to it, close enough to do damage, but still far enough away to not let it kill me in one hit. Have I mentioned before how much I hate one-hit kills? For the record, the one-hit kill is my least favorite aspect of gaming. At least when it happens to me, okay? Now, and I would say that that's the case in any case, alright? Now, I've said in other games, I think I said in my playthrough of the old Star Wars The Old Republic that I love one-hit kills. A lie. Alright? I was having fun doing one-hit kills, but to be perfectly honest, my favorite type of game doesn't have one-hit kills. My favorite method of murder is very slow, very painful, and did I mention it was slow? Did I mention that it took a long time? And that it took a lot of patience? And that basically, it's like a boss fight, but where I don't get killed in one hit, okay? It would be a boss fight like this, maybe taking even 10 times as long to kill the red thing. But where I don't get damaged where I don't get killed in one hit, alright? I like a boss to have incredible, unbelievable hit points, alright? I like it to have a boss level of integrity, alright, or constitution, whatever you want to call it, and hit points, basically, like not even real, alright, not like, totally, doesn't even make sense how many hit points it's got. That's what I like to see. That's the way I like my bosses, but I like them to do low damage also. Let me just tell you, alright, do you remember, I don't know if you played Mass Effect, the first one? Oh gosh, it's the only one I played. I want to play the second one too. I might record it if it's legal. But first Mass Effect, the end boss was really, really easy to beat. Really, I mean, seriously, it was bad. But you may have remembered that it had a ridiculous amount of hit points. And its attacks were more underpowered than your common mercenary. Okay? You fight against the mercenary in Mass Effect, and you stand a higher chance of dying than you do against the end boss, the Mass Effect 1. And that is the truth of it. Alright? There's no way to cut your stupid party out of it. But I guarantee that if you did, you would still be able to beat it, alright? And that even if you were playing on, like, the default, even if you didn't even upgrade, didn't even level up your character, okay? And even though I don't think that's possible, it's been a long time, but Yeah, damage. Yeah, I just chased it down. But anyway, that's the kind of boss I like, alright? I like a boss that has a ridiculous amount of hit points. Maybe even have some cutscenes in there. My only regret fighting that boss, the only thing that I didn't like about it, is I didn't like that it fully regenerated. I would liked it even more if it could have fully regenerated its hit points every time there was a cutscene mid-battle. That would have been my ideal boss fight. Okay, that's the kind of boss I like to play against. I like a multi-level, just me curb-stomping a boss, it using its weak attack against me, and the curb-stomping, still a curb-stomp, but taking a long time. Alright? Ideally, a boss fight, in my opinion, shouldn't have to even restart that many times. Maybe once, just to give myself a slap on the wrist, just to show me, yeah, I used the wrong strategy. But generally, a boss fight, especially one that's story-related, you shouldn't have to restart it. It should just take an hour and a half to beat it the first time. And if you lose it at an hour and 29 minutes in, too bad. Too bad. But that would be really unlikely because it takes a lot to actually be killed by it. So that's the kind of boss I like, alright? That is not the kind of boss we have here. Alright? Now, another thing, like William and Sly 1. It had a boss fight at the end of it. That's the primary reason I like it more than William and Sly 2. William and Sly 2, excellent game. Both of them. But William and Sly 1, it's got a boss fight at the end. Sly, William also, but Sly is 100% indestructible. Which means the boss can't do any damage. But it takes enormously a long time to actually defeat the boss due to reasons that, well, it would be spoiling to tell you, maybe. Spoiling the story, I guess. Not really at all, but basically, it'd be very difficult to defeat the boss, okay? It takes a long time. It took me like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. A 20-minute boss fight. That's just a... Wow. What a thought now, huh? A 20-minute boss fight? Dude! 20-minute boss fight? I bet you're slapping yourself in the face right now. 20-minute boss fight? Dude, those were the days. Those were the days when the person I'm watching... You must be saying to yourself... Those were the days when the person I'm watching could do boss fights in only 20 minutes. My gosh, boss fight in 20 minutes? That was like God level. No sacrilegion. Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. I'm fine, but I almost died there, gosh. It's all sacrilegious tendencies aside. It was good. Alright. Hey, I think hold on, let me focus here. Let me just focus here, because I'm actually winning. I think I'm doing a really good job here. Let me focus for a moment. Can I focus? I wanted to focus. How close to death is this thing? Is it even? That's another thing. Boss, you need to have your health displayed at the top of the screen, like in Minecraft. Right? Ender Dragon. It's got a little boss health up here. Spoiler alert, oops. Boss health shows right at the top of the bloody screen and shows you how much blood it's got left. And it regenerates through its bones, which are actually not bones. They're spinning cube. Alright, that ends. I just want to know whether you regenerate. Alright, I'm going to look it up, okay? Thanks for watching this episode. I did my best, okay? You can't blame me for not trying, alright? Thanks for watching. You're a hero. You are a hero. Thanks. Thank you. Goodbye.